Hallo zusammen. Ich freue mich total, ich bin heute eingeladen bei Tara. Und Tara habe ich kennengelernt, weil ich dieses Produkt hier in einem Laden gefunden habe. Und ich fand das so interessant, das Produkt heißt Honeywrap und wie der Name schon sagt, es ist ein Tuch aus Bienenwachs, was wir verwenden können, um Lebensmittel einzuwickeln. Und ich fand das so eine gute Idee, weil dadurch wird Plastik reduziert. Also ich kann es zum Beispiel verwenden, um Sandwiches einzupacken oder um mal eine Salatschale abzudecken. Und ich fand es so super, dass ich geguckt habe, wer steckt eigentlich hinter Honeywrap. Und bin auf Tara gekommen und ihre Mitgründerinnen. Und sie hat mich eingeladen zu sich nach Hause und wir dürfen ihr ein paar Fragen stellen und ich freue mich schon. So, hi Tara.
Hi.
I'm very happy that you have me today here. Very, very sweet of you. You have a bowl with full of salad or something?
Yeah,
or fruits, and then you can
it's actually so it doesn't stick to the bowl, it sticks to itself. So that's where you use the warmth of your hands to mold it around the dish.
When I bought it the first time, then first I wanted to keep it as a present, and then my husband said, no, we have to use it, and this is a sandwich from my son. He just wanted to eat the half of it, and I just fold it like this, and then due to the wax it sticks like this, right?
Yeah.
And I put it like this in the fridge.
Yeah, extra large is good for sort of platters and that sort of thing, but also I use it like if you're getting some veggies out of the garden, so if you're cutting either like lettuce leaves and that, then it's good to wrap them up and it will keep them fresher.
Okay, I just realized, there are two in one. So there is one small set also,
so the small
and this
set
you use mainly for what?
That I'd use for over avocados, for over your cucumber, the cut ends.
Yes.
For leftover little bits of cheeses, for that fits in like wrapping up if I'm going somewhere or a walk or something, some crackers, some snacks.
Yeah.
Sort of for all those little bits and pieces that you kind of, I don't know, either need to find a container for or quite often get thrown out.
Yes, very often. Unfortunately,
It's got beeswax, tree resin and jojoba oil. They're all found in a normal breadboard, so they've got some antibacterial properties. If it's just crumbs, just brush off.
Okay.
But when it needs more of a wash, then I wash with cool water and an eco detergent.
Okay.
And we just say eco detergent because it's got less alcohol content in it, which will mean the beeswax will last longer.
Okay.
But and then just wipe it down. They should last up to a year, but it's more depending on how often you use it. If you're using it every day and washing it every day, it's not going to last as long. It should last at least 6 months. But I've got some that have from when we first started, from 3 years, but I might use them for platters and for dinners less often. So those ones are fine, but ones that I'm using every day, and if I'm really scrubbing them hard, then they're not going to last as long. So we first discovered it when my son's school made them as part of a school project, and they were just making them out of beeswax and cotton. And then we thought, wow, this is amazing, we've never seen this before. So then we started investigating and found that no one in New Zealand was making them, and the first 6 months was kind of just playing around with different ingredients and seeing what worked and what didn't. And we just had a pot on the stove, and then we'd sort of get out your stick blender where you make smoothies and mix the ingredients and try. And then my room had just clotheslines along it, and we'd just do little strips with different ratios and tests. So it was just trial and error and a lot of guessing, and beeswax everywhere all over the floor, and my husband used to go mental. But it was it took a long time sort of trying out, because beeswax actually works quite well, but it was when you added in the other ingredients that it really meant that it was more kind of pliable and held its shape, and also that it could tolerate the different temperatures in the fridge. It meant that it could keep your food fresher. So my business partners Joe and Amy. So we're all friends basically, and we met through occupational therapy, which is our main jobs. And so after my son had the school project, then I was kind of in between jobs or wanted to change, so I got Joe and Amy over for a couple of wines, and then we went through different business ideas, and I showed them the beeswax wrap, and then it kind of just spiraled from there.
Okay.
I think Joe was on a Plunket committee, which you probably don't have in Germany, but it's basically for young mums, and they help support them with their children.
Great.
So they had a market, and in 2 weeks she was like, right, let's make some, take them to the market and see how they go. So we made some, and then we took them to the market, and just everybody's response was so good that we were like, right, we need to start looking into this, and then it just kind of snowballed from there.
Amazing.
Well, because we're all healthcare professional, then to be honest, I never wanted to sell anything. It's just, I don't know, it's not my nature, but we're all about people. And then it was more about our kids, that we could actually see that it was something that would make a difference. And so it was all about reducing the plastic and actually making a product that was helpful rather than just another thing for people to buy. So that's definitely been our motivator all along. It's sort of just finding something that will actually make a difference and educate people about plastic and how it's not very good for the environment.
What do you think? How much plastic did you save with?
So we worked out sort of the average, if you were using it for your lunch each day, would save about 75 meters of plastic. So like cling film. So that's quite a lot. And Daisy, who also works for us, went to Bali recently on holiday, and she sent back some horrifying photos of just the beach just covered in plastic. And then we were in Bali a little while ago, and I thought there was no rubbish there. But then I saw that the people go out each morning and sweep it and bury it.
They bury it.
They bury it.
I thought they pick it up.
But it's just something that I don't know, there's so many alternatives now and easy alternatives to use that there's not really any need for using something once and throwing it away. So that's kind of our motivation.
Very nice. So, und meine Motivation, my motivation now is to bring this product to you guys. Das Produkt nach Hamburg zu bringen, beziehungsweise in unseren Online-Store, und wir haben jetzt einfach mal ein paar von den Honeywraps bestellt, damit ihr die bei uns kaufen könnt, weil wir denken, es ist so ein super Produkt, was man unterstützen sollte. Wenn ihr mehr erfahren wollt über das Produkt und über Honeywrap, dann könnt ihr auch auf der Webseite nachgucken. Und ich freue mich auf euer Feedback. We are interested in the feedback, also from Germany. And thanks for having us here.
Thank you. I have no idea what you said.